Welcome back. Our focus now is on legs and hips. Now we're going to learn some new tricks of the trade, how to get maximum results for shaping and strengthening your legs. And one of the best exercises you can do is what we call a sumo squat, and also is known as a squat deadlift. What you want to do is you use a fairly light resistance. In this instance, Flynn is using a 6-pound medicine ball. But one of the things you want to learn is how to use proper technique of lifting an object. And the way you would do that is when you squat down, just stay there for a second, Flynn, you notice that her lower back is really nice and straight, nice and tight. There's a little arch in there. And you notice that her hips stay down. She looks straight ahead. And then from there, what she does, she focuses on her hips and her legs to raise herself up. Go ahead, Flynn. So what you do, you get into a nice rhythm, back and forth. Now, another combination of this is what we call a wide stance squat or plie squat. Now, the reason that this is so important is that one of the real areas that people miss out on, both male and females, the inner thighs, the adductors, the groin area. When you think about sports, you're always going to hear about groin pulls. Yet if you do this simple variation, not only are you going to tone your inner thighs, which is a real trouble spot for a lot of women especially, but more importantly, you're going to reduce your chances of injury. This is what we call a plie squat. Again, you go down nice and slowly. You get set, and then you come up. You would inhale, down under control, and then come up. Inhale, down slowly, and then come up. Very nice, Flynn. Another variation of this using the medicine ball, one of my favorite exercises besides the squat is the lunge. And one of the things you want to do with the lunge, you want to try to use the upper body as much as possible, especially the core. You should go hand in hand with your lower body. So what you want to do is you want to raise your arms right over your head, and you want that ball right above your head or slightly behind to maximize your shoulder flexibility. Now you're going to notice again what this does, besides working your legs, is it works your core, your balance center. Now what we're going to do here is when Flynn lunges forward, it's important that you keep in mind that her knees should not go overhead over her toes. If it does, there's a lot of shearing force to the knee joint. Also notice how nice and upright she stays. Then from there what she does, she goes back, takes her time, gets set, and then repeats the motion. A lot of people wonder how many repetitions, how many sets. Generally speaking, if you do 6 to 8 repetitions with each leg, a couple sets, 2 or 3 times a week, you're going to get tremendous results. I'm a great believer in training as many body parts as possible. So another version of this is we use trunk rotation with the lunge. So what Flynn's going to do, go into a lunge position, she rotates her trunk and goes back. Now, a mistake a lot of people make again is they rush the process. When you do this type of training, the secret is the body-mind connection. In other words, take your time. Think about relaxation as well as working out. What you want to do, focus entirely on the exercise motion. When you do that, you're going to get a whole new appreciation for training. So in summary, what you want to do is when you train with medicine ball, learn how to isolate the different muscle groups, then learn how to combine all the different muscle groups together. Because what happens is that teamwork at its best is going to give you the best results possible.